We all know poverty in terms of not enough resources and money to give ourselves a dignified life. Lack of shelter, food, and healthcare leads many of us to lead very impoverished existences. However, I want to talk today about a different kind of poverty, that is emotional poverty. Welcome. Welcome to today's episode of how to eradicate emotional poverty. But there are some reasons for us to be emotionally impoverished. But before I go there, let me explain what I understand as emotional poverty. Unhealthy competitiveness, holding of grudges, envy, pettiness, argumentativeness, all these kind of comprise an emotional poverty. Besides, of course, a lack of empathy, compassion, and sensitization to others. Why do some of us become like that? Partly it could be due to a very unstable childhood where we've had volatility and a lot of trauma. Some of us, unfortunately, are born with a brain wiring or a nervous system wiring which doesn't allow us to develop cognitively. And some of us lack inner development or what is known as theory of mind to be able to even understand our own cognitions and emotions, leading us to be very unempathetic to ourselves and definitely to others. In today's episode, I want to talk about how we can become emotionally more nourished and less emotionally impoverished. Here are a few things I suggest. 1. Learn to become mindful of your own thoughts and emotions. Many of us don't even recognize how we think and what we think and how we feel and what we feel. We are so afraid of facing ourselves and our own cognitions that we often run away from them. The more you are in touch with your own feelings, the less likely you are to be unaware of others' feelings. 2. Many of us are so self-obsessed that we constantly look inwards. Develop the ability to build your observation skills besides your sensitization skills. Start looking outward and notice how people think, how they feel, and how they behave. That would be a good way for you to start noticing how other people react. With that, you will obviously become far more sensitive and sensitized to other people and what they possibly need from you. 3. Identify your own triggers. Many of us are so afraid of our own reactability that we want to avoid any emotion. So we begin to develop feeling indifferent to things because we are so afraid of being moved by things. What we forget is that once we start numbing our senses and we become insensitive to things simply because of the fear of being triggered too easily, we also begin to lose the other facet of emotionality. That means we forget to love, to be enthusiastic, to be confident, to be passionate. Because emotions are a double-edged sword. If you try and avoid the unhealthy ones, the healthy ones also fall by the wayside. Especially in a day and age today where most humans are becoming robotic. The last thing we want is to represent ourselves as machines or animals. Emotionality is an asset. Go get that asset and build it so that you lead a more empowered and more importantly, a less emotionally impoverished life. If you like what you hear, please do hit the like button. Please do share my video and of course continue to write to me at varkha@varkhacholani.com. Till next week, it's goodbye and thank you.